Hey everybody, this is Gilbert, and you're watching the Jammin' Music Man.
What's up guys, it's me Jammin' Music Man and welcome to my special new video. And in this video I'm going to be reviewing The Price of Fame, the story of the $1 Million Man, Ted Dibiase. And in this video I'm going to give you guys my review of the documentary, tell you guys what special features come with this disc and whether or not I recommend you guys picking it up or not. But first off, let's talk about just who was the $1 Million Man, Ted Dibiase. The $1 Million Man, certainly one of the biggest heels of all time in professional wrestling, and was certainly one of the biggest heels of the 1980s and early 90s. And the $1 Million Man will probably be best remembered for his time that he tried to buy the WWF title from Andre the Giant, which set up the whole tournament to determine the new WWF champion at WrestleMania 4 at Trump Plaza, where he made it to the finals to take on the Macho Man Randy Savage. And of course he lost, the Macho Man won. But the $1 Million Man, he was a World Tag Team Champion, he was the $1 Million Champion. He had notable feuds with Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Dusty Rhodes, Jake the Snake Roberts. But the documentary itself is told through the story of his son's eyes, Ted DiBiase Jr. Maybe some of you guys might remember him during his time in the WWE with Legacy, along with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. But the documentary is told through his son's eyes. He's wanting to know just who his father really is. He's wanting to get down to his roots. What are the events that made his father become the man that he is now? And if you guys didn't know, the $1 Million Man now, he's I guess you could say like a religious figure. He speaks at a lot of church events, and occasionally you might see him on TBN and other like TV shows talking about religion and faith. But in the documentary we learned that the $1 Million Man, he grew up in Texas. His father was a professional wrestler, Iron Mike Dibiase, and he wrestled back in the 50s and 60s. And tragically, he passed away in the ring in 1969. And you know, the $1 Million Man's mother, she turned to drinking, and after high school, he went to the professional wrestling field, and of course, you know, a lot of people telling him don't do it. But it was during this time, the $1 Million Man, he wrestled in Georgia Championship Wrestling, which was a hot promotion back in the late 70s and early 80s. And he wrestled in All Japan Wrestling and Mid-South Wrestling. And it was during his time in Mid-South Wrestling where he got nationwide fame. And after that, you know, he jumped ship to the WWF in 1987, and they had all these classic vignettes where the $1 Million Man and Virgil would take someone out of the audience to see what they would do for money. And basically after that, he became a bona fide superstar for the company. But that's where we learned, you know, things kind of went sour after WrestleMania 8. He had a tag match. I want to say it was him and IRS taking on the natural disasters at that year's WrestleMania. That's where we learned, basically, you know, after the show, he met a woman and things happened. Basically, to keep it real, folks, he cheated on his wife. And that's where we learned that during that time, the $1 Million Man, you know, that's when he, you know, that's basically when he found God. He wanted to turn his life around, and we find out how him and his wife, how they got through that difficult time. The kids didn't know what had happened, and that's where we learned the $1 Million Man, you know, how he found religion and faith in God. And you know, the big question is, you know, is the price of fame really worth it when you have a wife and kids at home? Is it really worth throwing it away for, you know, drugs or some woman that you know, you'll never see again? Is it really worth it? And that's what we end up walking away at the end of the documentary. You know, we end up learning that, you know, faith and family is what's most important in life, not, you know, fame and fortune. But right now I'm going to show you guys what the DVD looks like on the inside and the outside. Alright, here's a good look of the Price of Fame DVD cover. There you see the man himself, Ted DiBiase. The Price of Fame, a story of hope, faith, and wrestling. The Ted DiBiase story. And here's some of the notable wrestling stars you see in here. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase Jr., Shawn Michaels, Roddy Piper, Jake the Snake, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Terry Funk, Lex Luger, and more. And you see, that's what it looks like on the front cover. Then when we turn it around on the back, you get just a brief description of what the documentary's talking about. There's some photo stills, the bonus features, and basically this is what it looks like on the back. Now to open it up inside, nothing really to brag about what it looks like on the inside. There's the disc itself. But just wanted to show you guys real quick what it looks like on the inside and outside of The Price of Fame. Alright guys, now it's time for my recommendation for the film. I would highly recommend picking it up. I got this DVD at Walmart for $9.96, and I know a couple of weeks ago this was the best-selling DVD at Walmart. I read that somewhere online. But basically, for anybody out there who's a big fan of The $1 Million Man, I think you would enjoy this documentary. If you're you know, if you like watching movies or documentaries on faith and family, I think you would enjoy this. There's nothing vulgar or anything like this in the documentary. Also some notable things in the documentary. When the $1 Million Man is telling stories of his, you know, during his time as the $1 Million Man, you get a lot of scenes reenacted by his son, Ted DiBiase Jr. He's all in full $1 Million Man gimmick. He looks just like his dad. That was pretty cool during the documentary. But the special features, some of the notable special features you get on here, you get a sit down with the director of the documentary. Also, you get another cool special feature where the $1 Million Man talks with Shawn Michaels and some other notable wrestling legends. But I highly recommend picking it up. I would give this documentary 5 stars. I would say it's right up there with the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts and that Iron Sheik documentary that came out. And I highly enjoyed it. And it's probably at your local Walmart now for $9.96. Hey, you can't beat that. That's a decent price. But a highly enjoyable documentary that for any wrestling fan, I think you would enjoy. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe. And thanks for always watching. And I will see you guys next time.